Kepler Vessels just fishing for that one. And that's good running. Here's a run down to big Kirtley Ambrose, and it's a leg by. Umpires today, Steve Randall from Australia, Tasmania, Brian Aldridge from Christchurch. That's the end of the over, 7 for no wicket. Oh, it's up in the air, and it should be out. It is out.
Port Haynes, and that's a very good catch too. Good breakthrough for the West Indies.
Yes.
Vessels there having a bit of a problem with the shortish ball. Didn't really know what to do with it. He was in no man's land.
Yes, he looked like he wanted to whip it away on the leg side. It came on too quickly. In the end, he was nowhere, and he just sort of hoiked it, I suppose. Yes, front edge, really, and it went very high. But for Desmond Haynes, he called and took it cleanly. First ball of the new over, and they pick up a single.
Well run, and that, of course, is the intelligent way to play cricket. Kirsten there, dropping the ball down in front of him. He knew that the square leg in the mid-on were deep. There was the single there. Well, that's a good shot. Is it going away for 4? No, it's not. It's Benjamin. Oh, yes, he did misfield. That was a bad misfield. And indeed, it's gone away to the boundary. So, the first boundary of the morning. And Winston Benjamin really made a boob of that one. So, 4 ball, 4 runs, 23 for 1. Ambrose again to Hudson. Oh, he's hit that one away. Well, it's in the air, but it's going to fall safe. Lara chasing it back. It's going into the boundary there for the second 4 of the morning. And he hit it well. It was short, moved inside the line, in the air, but 4 runs.
Look at them!
Another useful delivery here, and they're going through for a quick single. And here he is with his first delivery.
Glorious shot, that'll go for 4 perhaps. Long chase out there for Lara, and just pulling it back inside the boundary.
Certainly poor running between the wickets here. I'm sure that Kirsten thought it was going to go for 4, and he ambled through for the first one and managed to get back for 2.
We make the difference.
Cowboy, you need new shocks. Super quick.
My wife will tell you, my business is my life. So when I needed finance to expand, I needed more than just numbers. Nedfin gave it to me. They put me in contact with the suppliers to negotiate the best price and structure the finance deal on my new equipment, which doesn't overload my cash flow. Keeps everyone happy.
Nedfin Bank. A credit to business.
The 1992 Cape Town Festival is underway from now until the 10th of March. A festival of music, wine, theatre, lunchtime concerts, Street Fashion, Cycle Tour and M-Net, all in a carnival atmosphere. Remember, the Argos Pick and Pay Cycle Tour registration will take place at the V&A Waterfront on the 5th, 6th and 7th of March. Cape Town is the place to be this March.
Oh, pulled away, lovely shot. And that'll be 4. There's no need to run for that. Short from Benjamin. Andrew Hudson into position quickly. Cracks it away over mid-wicket. Hits it very cleanly.
Well, it's a bit like Benjamin's run-up at the moment. He's off a short run-up, and that's very well played indeed. And you don't get too many balls like that to get away to the boundary.
And cutting in the... Oh, lovely catch. Brian Lara at point dives away to his left and picks it up with 2 hands. What a superb catch. Andrew Hudson cutting. He got hold of it reasonably well, but it was in the air. And Lara, what a beauty.
Well, that wasn't a very good strike. He's out, he's gone, he's stumped. He's been given there by umpire Aldridge at square leg. Rasmussen was aiming to play it down to run it to third man, having come forward, and obviously his back foot just pulled over the crease.
Yes, there he is. He's actually standing out of the crease. He went forward, trying to get down the wicket, and his foot's on the line, and he's out because his foot is actually at an angle. And so as much as it might look as if he's behind, it's actually out the crease.
Benjamin continues, and that's a fine shot. That'll go all the way. That's a 6. First of the innings. Picked it up really well. Adrian Caper. And deposited it over that backward square leg boundary. All Desmond Haynes could do was to watch it go over his head. Fine shot.
And a very brave one too. He certainly picked it up well, but he tackled the boundary fielder and not the shortest side there, but clearing Desmond Haynes comfortably.
Good way to raise the 100.
And old Desmond there, nipping in like a 2-year-old and whistling in and over the stumps.
West Indies look very slack in the field today. They look almost casual. And Malcolm Marsh electing just to go across there and stick his foot out. A very dangerous thing to do. He's got hold of it. That'll go for 4. Very fine indeed. So the South African innings starts to gather momentum. 110 for 3.
Oh, that bounced a bit again. But there's his 50. There's Peter Kirsten again being the backbone of the South African innings. He's on to 50s, undefeated. A very good effort. He came in when conditions were very difficult, kept the vessels out early, and he's gone on, and as I say, is still undefeated and getting a good hand.
So there we see his wagon wheel again, little deflections, little dabs, little cuts, and only just 2 boundaries in that innings.
And he's missed it, he's bowled. And Curtly Ambrose is thrilled. Well, Caper getting a full toss, and you don't get too many of those from big Curtly Ambrose, and Caper's not happy with himself because that was a golden opportunity to score.
Well, Caper, he's furious. Gets a full toss at the base of the off stump there, and well, that's Ambrose's first wicket in the competition. He's delighted.
So another South African wicket gone, 119 for 4. He's gone. Diving away to his right, little David Williams. And Peter Kirsten is out, just pushing at that one, getting the edge, no question about it. And a good catch behind. So Malcolm Marshall striking.
Well, it's off the inside edge for Johnny Rhodes. It won't be a boundary, but they've sneaked home for 2.
Marshall now to McMillan. Oh, he's got it away again. That's the Surrey drive, the Harrow drive, the Surrey Cup, whatever. It came back into the right-handed McMillan, found the inside edge, and went away to the fine leg boundary. It's another good-looking stroke by Rhodes, getting away. That may well go for 4. No, it's not quite got the legs on it. Just 2 runs there. And Desmond Haynes, the fielder. Oh, he's gone. He's out. He nibbled at that one. He seemed to be slightly in two minds. I think he was, in fact, trying to run it down to third man. He got the nip. So, once again, just as things were starting to look up for South Africa, a crucial wicket has gone. They're 158 for 6.
Well, you come back and a boundary well played, but again, too short, too wide, and put away for 4.
Yes, he just got a top edge on this. It went fine enough, and of course, therefore, quickly enough to defeat a wideish third man.
He's got that one away, down through mid-off for 4.
Now, that's where the real gap is. And although one wouldn't expect to see too many shots going through mid-off from these bowlers, this was pitched up at the end of the over. 180 for 6.
And he's hit this one high in the air. Where's it going to fall? It's out there in the deep cover, and it's gone.
And as I say, Brian McMillan getting under that, trying to slog it straight, really, and it goes out to deep extra cover on the boundary, and that's well taken by Brian Lara. Nearly misjudged it, though. He had to make a last-minute dive.
And again, Richardson driving down the ground.
Up it
It's
goes.
in the air. He should be out here. Desmond Haynes, it is underneath it, and he takes the catch. Well, the keeper, David Williams, ran out, and he might have put Haynes off a little bit because he was very close to him when the catch was taken. But in the end, all is well as far as the West Indian cause is concerned. The last ball of the South African innings. Oh, and he's missed it. They're looking for a single. They decide against it as little David Williams runs up to the stump. So that's it for the South Africans. They've got the round 200. They've lost 8 wickets.
Liquid fruit.
The Sharp full-color copier gives you copies so good, they almost come alive. In full color or black and white, Sharp's copier technology rates first for quality, reliability, and ease of use. Sharp copiers, the name to remember.
Gillette announces a razor that can sense the individual needs of your face. Introducing the extraordinary Gillette Sensor Shaving System. Sensor's twin blades are mounted on responsive springs that continuously sense and adjust to your face for a closer, smoother, safer, unsurpassed shave. Gillette Sensor.
If you don't get 5-star service at a Caltex 5-star station, phone us so we can put it right. Go on. Give us an earful.
Hello, Caltex 5-star hotline.
You're somebody special. You're part of the family.
We look after our friends here. It's part of our policy.
We're here when you need us. We know what to do. We're Mutual and Federal, so we'll look after you.
At Mutual and Federal Drive-In Motor Claim Centres, we settle your claim in 30 minutes.
shot, 4 runs. That was an absolute peach of a stroke, and lends weight to exactly what Tony Cozier was saying to Peter Williams just before the commentary came up here to Clive and myself. A beautiful stroke.
Yes, Merrick Pringle here, quite keen to give the ball a chance of swinging. Doesn't, pitches it right up there, and Lara jumps onto it and crashes it through the covers. Splits the field absolutely perfectly.
Donald. Owen Haynes getting into a bit of trouble then. Inside edge, running away towards short fine leg. Oh, that's a magnificent stroke. It was uppish, but it was to the right, to the left of Rhodes. And if that hadn't gone straight to a fielder, which it didn't, it was 4 runs. It was hit like a kicking horse.
Yes, Lara is definitely going to be playing shots here, and here he gets a short one from Merrick Pringle and smashes it away through the covers, a little bit in the air, but nevertheless very effective shot, and with nobody back there.
Owen, is that out? Yes, or did it pitch? I think he's caught it. It's a marvellous catch. Yes, he's gone. Jonty Rhodes took one that was hit as hard as any cricket ball you could see. He really got on over that, Lara. Hit it very hard. Didn't quite get over it enough. It was in the air, and Jonty Rhodes took a blinder.
Yes, yeah, but Lara's playing that shot again. A little bit too close to him, and straight to Jonty Rhodes at backward point. What a superb catch. Right at his bootlaces.
So Pringle, he's out, he's gone. LBW. Richie Richardson trying to swing Merrick Pringle away in maybe over mid-on, and he missed it, and it went through and hit the pad. And umpire Steve Randell from Australia, he hit the finger up.
Well, that was a very casual shot. That's the length of the bowl. That's dead, really. They would have hit the leg.
That's out.
Hit him on the crease. But really, they are bowling the right length, bowling a lot fuller than the West Indians. And Pringle is obviously delighted. The South Africans, 19 for 2 now, the West Indies.
Oh, it's in the air. He's gone. First slip. Kepler Wessels takes the catch. Just prodding at it, really, almost guided it into first slip. And South Africa, goodness me, they're back in business. 19 for 3. And the West Indies in all sorts of trouble. Carl Hooper gone.
Well, it's that length again. Just look at that, just pushing at the ball, and that's well taken by Wessels. Tell you what, South Africa certainly on top and have got a great chance.
Oh, he's nicked it. He's gone. He's chased it a mile. That must have just about been a wide, and he's gone after it, and he's got an edge. And goodness me, another West Indian has gone. 19 for 4.
Well, the West Indians, they like to play shots, and if the ball is short or wide, they will chase it. Not necessarily a great delivery, a bit too wide, but that's the end result. And again, South Africa have got that breakthrough, and the West Indies in all sorts of trouble.
And that's a typical Gus Logie cut shot, screamed away to the boundary for 4. What a resounding way for Logie to get another boundary.
Yeah, certainly a poor delivery, but Logie taking full toll of this. Wide and short, and he thrashed it away behind point for 4. And actually, I changed next to Van Burn Holder for Worcestershire for 10 years, so I'm certainly very familiar with the name Holder, West Indies.
And there's the man who's done the damage. Merrick Pringle. Well, Desmond Haynes has been bothered by this finger for much of the match. I think he came into the game carrying the injury, and he had it jarred up just a little bit with that last ball that he got from Richard Snell. You see the splint on there.
And obviously he's hurt that finger before, and it'll be a big blow to the West Indies if he can't carry on.
Oh, and look at the swelling on that.
Caper bowling, Logie for a huge hit, and that's 6.
Well, that almost brings back memories of New Zealand playing South Africa at Eden Park when Caper went for 18 in the one and only over that he bowled. He just struggled to get it right on line, and of course Logie, I mean, he doesn't like to be tied down. He likes to play his shots, but he's got that one away very well indeed.
Oh, it's a bad ball. He's caught. What a blow for the South African side. Has been struck by probably the worst ball Richard Snell's bowled. Short, wide, outside the off stump, and Malcolm Marshall helps himself to it straight into the hands of Jonty Rhodes. Marshall out for 6. It's 70 for 5.
Well, certainly not a classic dismissal, but Snell has deserved this wicket. He has bowled well. Marshall cutting in the air because Jonty Rhodes took that brilliant catch to dismiss Lara. And so Marshall's gone. The West Indies in all trouble at 70 for 5.
Here's the wicket that fell. A short ball from Snell. A big catch shot, but not controlled, and hit directly and very safely to the magnificent fielding hands of Dusty Rhodes. Oh, this is a lovely ball. Appeal, he's gone. Williams is gone. 2 wickets have fallen to Snell on the 1 over. And Williams could not do anything with it. He got the edge, the finest of edges, caught by Richardson. Williams gone for a duck. The West Indies in deep trouble, 70 for 6.
Well, that average of 7 probably comes down to 6 now, Peter. Looks as if he might have got a faint glove on that. Let's just have a look at it. Another classic delivery. Well, he may have been a bit unlucky as well. But here we have the dismissal of David Williams. Might have got a little edge. It might have been a flick off his arm. However, the umpire has made the decision. He's given it. Williams doesn't appear to be that impressed. Not surprised when you're on naught.
Waits for it, hits it hard, and that's his 50 with his third 4 in consecutive balls. Caper is going for them, and Logie's just going after them. So Gus Logie is 53, and that's the West Indies 100. They're 100 for 6 in the 27th over.
Not much to celebrate, though, and here Caper's just checking to make sure that Logie can play that shot.
He's gone. Caper comes on and gets the vital wicket of Haynes, caught behind a wide one, chasing at Desmond Haynes. And Caper, who was really very expensive in his first 5 overs, comes back and with his very first ball of a new spell, accounts for Haynes.
How often doesn't that happen? First ball, batsman doesn't quite have a look. Desmond after Adrian Caper, the outside the off stump wicket. How excited Caper is, and that really does swing things very much in South Africa's favour.
It's in the air, and there's a catch. Logie goes. So the 2 main West Indian batsmen out in the same over from Adrian Caper. And that really now just about spells doom for the West Indies. It's not all over yet, but it's close to being so.
There could be a run out here if he hits. He does hit, and he's out. Ambrose is run out by Caper at the non-striker's end. There was never a run there. He came down in anticipation, and his face says it all.
And he's not happy with Brian Aldridge, the umpire, either. Never a run there anyway, but he'd come too far down. He's a big man. He's got to turn quickly. So there's another look at it. Curtly Ambrose too far down. As I say, had to turn rather quickly. I think you just might find he is marginally short of that line. A very much a tight decision. Umpire Aldridge of Canterbury, of course New Zealand, has given him out.
2 slips in now for Donald, trying to get the number 11 out. Edged it wide. Yes, a beautiful catch at second slip, and Donald elated. And so the South Africans have won this contest here in the 1992 Benjamin Hedges World Cup match against the West Indies. History has been made today that these 2 sides have played against each other for the first time ever in an official match, and the South Africans come out very easily, scoring 200 from their 50 overs, and in reply the West Indies falling for 136.
Well, great excitement all round there, and just before 6 o'clock this morning, who could have believed that there we were beating the West Indies? I said before that they went into this encounter. I thought that perhaps we ought to come out of New Zealand with 4 points, but I really did believe that we would get our 4 points against New Zealand and Sri Lanka, not Australia and the West Indies. However, back to the mainland we go, and of course a very important match coming up on the early hours of Sunday morning for us in Brisbane, Pakistan versus South Africa. That game at 1:30 in the morning. stay tuned for more of that. And form going into this match. Let's pick up the action between Australia and England.
And we join play now in the third over. Derek Pringle is the bowler. It's no wicket for 4, and Tom Moody is taken straight.
It's gone, no, just short of slip. Got it on the half volley. Dermot Reeve diving forward. He's always a chance there, Tom Moody. As he plays with the bat away from his body, didn't carry. Big shout, got in, good bowling, Pringle right on line. Taylor shuffling across this time, plumb in front. So England on top early on here. It's 1 for 5.
Yes, Taylor out for a duck. That one looked as if it did swerve back just a little bit. Straightening down the line of the stumps. Here it is. And that looked pretty plumb to me. Umpire Kissel Hayat from Pakistan getting his finger up nice and quickly. So unfortunately for Mark Taylor, out for a duck, it's 1 for 5.
Things up on the offside. David Boone wants the run. Tucknell hits the stumps, and David Boone, sorry, that's Fairbrothers hit the stumps there. He's very good in that position. It's a position which Alan Border has made a specialty as a left-hander. Fairbrother is also a left-hander, and David Boone has again been run out.
That is a nasty blow. Neil Fairbrother shown his fielding progress many times. Very quick in that area. Left-handed throw. Tom Moody sending David Boone back. And Fairbrother taking aim, firing, and knocking those stumps out of the way. David Boone run out. 18. Australia are now 2 for 35 in the 10th.
That's why Jones is up the top of the order, giving himself the chance to hit away on the onside. We're through the 15 overs, so Gooch could have more men outside the circle than the 2 mandatory inside that 15 overs. Jones sees plenty of gaps out there.
Well, this is what Dean Jones has promised to do. He started in the same fashion at Brisbane against the Indians, and he's picked this ball up cleanly wide of deep square leg there. Hick is the man in the outfield. He was a long way away from that. Well, Tom Moody here using his head. Graham Gooch had the man back at mid-off.
Now Jones goes over the top and beautifully placed.
There's nothing much wrong with the bowling there. He was still flighting the ball. Dean Jones obviously waiting for any opportunity. He got outside this one to the leg side, kept it on the offside of him, hit it over the infield between the 2 outfielders before. That brings up the 100 for Australia.
No one asleep. But Pringle gets the boot on it. And that's 50 for Tom Moody.
Been a very good innings by Tom Moody here for Australia this afternoon. The Australians deciding to use him as an opener, and I think it's a very good move. Dean Jones applauding Tom Moody, and Tom Moody could be applauding Dean Jones as well for running that 3. He picked that it was Pringle down on the fence, and his arm is no good. And he very quickly picked up on that and ran it hard. Made sure that Tom Moody got the 3 he required.
Oh, well caught. Chris Lewis, what an athletic fielder he is. So one Caribbean-born fielder helps out one Caribbean-born bowler.
What a sensational catch it was. Dean Jones has hit this ball very close to the middle of the bat, short and wide. He's given it the full flow of the blade. And look at that for a classic catch. What a brilliant piece of fielding. And Philip de Freitas has every reason to be delighted. He's bowled better balls than that in this innings, but that's an important wicket. Dean Jones out for 22. Australia 3 for 106.
Round his legs, behind his pads. Or has he dragged it back on? Well, the replay will be able to tell us that. Impossible to tell from behind Tom Moody as he played that sweep shot.
There's a body blow. And Tom Moody just dragging that back down from the arm, back onto the stumps. And that is a real body blow. You can see that just coming down off his right arm, his bottom hand, dragging it back onto the stumps. Would have comfortably missed the stumps otherwise. Tom Moody's gone now for 51, bowled by Phil Tufnell. And the 31st over Australia of 4 for 114.
Phil Tufnell has his first wicket of this innings. Brings Alan Border out to the centre. There's no man out. Gooch has brought all the men back inside the circle. And Border has taken advantage of it. Play a lovely stroke.
Good aggressive start by the Australian captain. Field being up, Graham Gooch sensing there's a fair bit of pressure on the Australian batsman. Alan Border with experience takes him on. A very well-timed stroke, not a lot of effort. Even nearly went over the top.
It's into the gap. Whack into the fence as well. Very good shot from Stephen Waugh there. He's tried the sweep shot once or twice. And that time he really middled it.
His form has been improving during this World Cup. Certainly wasn't in great form in the matches earlier in the summer, Steve Waugh, but I get the feeling that he's running into quite good form here.
Straight hit there by Alan Border. Will he come back for the second? No, he won't. De Freitas is a pretty good fielder, and now they're getting to both of them trying to stop that with his foot. It wouldn't have been all that comfortable. He put his foot out, it hit the foot, and then went deflecting away on the offside of the field for a run.
Just wasn't all that smart on 2 counts. 1, it's going to hurt, and 2, you haven't got a lot of control over where it's going to go, even if you have played for Scunthorpe United. Bowled him, neck and crop. Both of them getting through the defences of Alan Border, and that is a huge blow for Australia. Just when Border was about to get himself going, on 16, done all the hard work, both of them striking. Alan Border has been bowled quite a few times in this exact manner, with the ball coming back into him, going through the gap. And he heads back to the pavilion now with 16 against his name. Australia 5 for 145.
Ian Healy back in this Australian side. That's beautifully hit, and 1 bounce. In fact, it may have hit the fence on the full. The umpire asking the fieldsman down there, who signalled 6.
He's an extremely generous man, Graham Hickett. Looked to the naked eye as though it crashed into the fence on the full, but maybe it hit someone in the crowd who was reaching out and pushed the ball back into the field of play. It's the only thing I can think of. It looked as though it crunched into one of the advertising signs on the full. That's out, straight to mid-wicket. Once again, both of them claiming the wickets there. The Australians realising that they've got to get on with it. And Healy trying to hit through that one. And he's hit it straight to Fairbrother. Oh, big appeal. This has got to be close. Yes, he's given him. Both of them struck again. Taylor out LBW to both of them. That might have just straightened down the line a little bit. Umpire Buckner gave it a little bit of a thought, and then up went his finger. That's in the air, and that is out as well. Good catch there by De Freitas. Moving away to his right, both of them's got another one. This time it's McDermott who slightly mishit a straight drive. And what a good catch that was by De Freitas. Going away to his right, he caught it just before it hit the turf. Here's both of them having a good time. Australian batsmen have gone crazy. Poor old Steve Waugh sitting up the other end getting pneumonia.
and these guys are just getting out one after the other. Steve Waugh will be going berserk in a minute. Tail end is thrashing away while he just sits at the other end. A good catch there by De Freitas, but not a lot of thought given to that innings by Craig McDermott. Australia 8 for 155. Mike Whitney has had a hell of a rush on his hands. You can bet there've been a nice old scramble in the dressing room.
Whitney hits that well, and that's 4. Should I have said that? Because he opens up with a big cover drive. Glorious stroke. Waugh pushes it. A good point. They look for 2 here. Waugh's quite quick. It's coming back. De Freitas got a good arm. He's going to be gone. Yes! He's gone. A brilliant piece of work by Philip De Freitas. Certainly the man of the moment for England. He's bowled beautifully. A good catch now. A magnificent run out. And that's virtually the end for Australia, because that was Waugh gone by an inch or 2. A beautiful piece of work. Fabulous piece of fielding by Philip De Freitas, coming in very, very quickly from third man there. Steve Waugh looked up as he got to the far end, looked up, decided to take the risk, decided to take the gamble. He's guided it down here, shortest ball from Lewis, and watched De Freitas sprinting in down here. Picks it up just as Waugh turns, and Waugh's always struggling there. Great take by the England keeper, Alex Stewart there, and Steve Buckner, the umpire. He's up off his knees, the fingers up, and Steve Waugh's going back to the pavilion. And Australia now 9 for 164 and deep in trouble. Reeve to bowl. Got him, so that's the end. Great judgment by England. Australia all out for 171 with 2 minutes to go. A magnificent effort by the Englishman after Alan Border won the toss, and I thought that was a big advantage here today. And after Taylor was out for duck, Moody and Boone looking good nick, as we see the final wicket going middle stump. Straight enough, right on cue. So England certainly with a great chance here to pick up 2 vital points.
Ever since we redesigned our service stations worldwide, something's happened. Millions of new customers have switched to BP. It's our great-looking new service stations that brought them in, but it's everything else we do that's bringing them back.
BP, we like to keep you moving.
Harvey Tile Roofs would like to introduce you to some of their most persuasive sales ladies. Harvey Tile Roofs, not just strong on looks.
After Bill and I graduated, he went into accountancy and I opened my own dental practice. But we both went to Nedfin for our finance. Nedfin's ProLine package is specifically designed for guys like us. Professional finance for professional people. A lot's changed since then, and now I'm expanding my practice again. But one thing hasn't changed. We're both still with Nedfin.
Nedfin Bank, a credit to business.
Do you find that you don't go out much anymore because there just aren't any fun places to go to these days? Well, Mnet and Imperial have set aside a day this year when we will bring the party to you. And that day is Red Nose Day. Yes, folks, the party is coming to your town again on Saturday the 14th of March in Johannesburg at Cresta Centre, Cape Town at N1 City Mall, Durban on the beachfront, in Port Elizabeth at the Walmer Park Centre, in Bloemfontein at the Sanlam Plaza, and in Daveyton at the Sanaba Stadium. In Pretoria at Boboetbergstad, along with the biggest portable radio in the world from 702. The big event this year is a national nerds competition with prizes from Protea Hotels. And of course, there are the celebrities, the music, the excitement, and tons of prizes at every venue. But most important, the giving and sharing for the sake of our children.
Over the top for 4, and that's the sort of thing that Botham will do to try and annoy the Australian bowlers.
exactly. And that's the sort of thing Australia want to happen too much. Because if this man Botham grows in confidence, anything could happen. And that's basically a deliberate shot over the slip fieldsman. Wide swing, delivery short.
Boundary to Ian Botham from a no ball. It's beautifully timed. It's a boundary for Gooch to get him off the mark.
Too much width there from Bruce Reid. Not the sort of delivery that Australia needs at the moment. Mind you, that doesn't help. If he's going to bowl like that, you'll need plenty of good luck.
Oh, he's hit that beautifully. Right off the meat of the bat. Take that. Into the gap and into the boundary for 4. So England advance on to no wicket for 95.
That could be 2 more for Ian Botham. Craig McDermott's coming round at long leg. He's suffering slightly there. Not moving freely, but that's 50 for Ian Botham. And the crowd have enjoyed every one of them.
They certainly have. Deserving 50 for Ian Botham. Came out and really set this match up for England with both ball and now bat. Bringing up a half-century. Pressured opening. Craig McDermott, Bruce Reid trying everything at him. And he threw just as much back. Magnificent effort from Ian Botham.
He's going for it now. And the ball just dropping short of Dean Jones. That had a deep cover there. Ian Botham running down the wicket to Mike Whitney. As if to celebrate that 50, has decided that he's not going to hold back at all now.
And take an easy step.
He's certainly held it, and that's a very, very, very fine catch indeed by Ian Healy. Always used to have your #1 keeper back in the side. No problems, he's got the hamstring there. He's dived for his left and hung on to a very good catch to get rid of Ian Botham.
Certainly an excellent catch, and a catch we've come to know Ian Healy can take on regular occurrences. This ball, basically a full face of the bat from Ian Botham. The left hand goes out. Takes it only 6 or 8 inches off the ground. A great catch will give Ian Healy and his leg a hell of a lot of confidence. Ian Botham departs. England 1 for 107.
As Robin Smith is the New England batsman coming out to the crease to replace Ian Botham. And that's not a bad start. But again, Mike Whitney over the wicket, struggling to get an LBW decision from Kizza Hyatt. The end of the over there. Once again, you see Mike Whitney, the ball pitching outside leg stump there.
Yeah, that's a fine shot. That was a tremendous hit. Wasn't all that bad a ball from Bruce Reid, delivered at considerable pace, and Gooch just wailed into it. Gave it a fearful thump.
Yes, he does give them a real thump. We're told often that he uses a very heavy bat. He certainly got the meat on that one.
For 140. Graham Gooch, a half-century. He had lots of trouble against Craig McDermott. He pulled his bat away from a few early on, but he was beaten by a considerable number. But like the class player he is, he's come back, made runs, and has now reached 50. 3
balls to go. He's got that one through the offside. Nice timing to end placement by Robin Smith.
The England supporters are large in number. They've been very vocal. And Border showing the signs of frustration there. There's very little he can do. after 37 overs, 1 for 153. But Australia at the same stage were 4 for 141. And pretty well set with 13 overs to go for a very competitive score.
Bowled him. Stephen Waugh has hit the off stump. Gooch going for the big one down the ground there. No one covering the mid-on area. He decided to go over the top, missed it, and Waugh has bowled him.
A wry smile there from Steve Waugh. Gooch really just aiming away on the leg side. He knows he's played across the ball. He helped to bring about his own downfall. It's a very good performance by Graham Gooch. England now 2 for 153.
Graham Hick is the new batsman for England, replacing Graham Gooch.
That's placed beautifully. That's an arrogant square drive.
Bruce Reid not in great form at the moment, struggling after coming back from injury. He's struggled with his line and his length. Left out of the side in Brisbane on the weekend, brought back here in the hope that he could do something to England like he did last summer. He really hasn't been up to it. 3 runs required.
Goes again, and there it is. What a victory for England. England win by 2 for 173 with 9 overs to be bowled. That's a big win. Magnificent performance. 55 balls to spare.
That was a brilliant performance from England. Not only did they out-bowl and outfield the Australians, they certainly out-battered them. This is the way their card finished at the close. 2 for 173, 58 to Gooch and 53 to Botham. Great all-round performance from the latter. And Smith remained 30 not out from 58 balls faced with Hick on 7, and a long line of batsmen there not needed. The Australian bowling, McDermott did well early on, finished up with none for 29, but it was a foregone conclusion for England. They played so well and really kept up their dominance over Australia all the way through. Down in the presentation area now, we have Tony Greig, with him the 2 skippers and the player of the match.
Thank you, Richie. Yes, and once again, I've got that $5,000 we have up here in the presentation area. First of all, Graham Gooch, congratulations. Your $3,000. A good performance by your team. You must be very happy.
Yes, we were looking, I thought we were chasing about 200, 220 at one stage, but Both came back and did his normal trick against Australia, took a few wickets, and the whole game changed, so made it a bit of an easier task.
Have you had your calculator out? Does this mean that you're in the semi-finals for sure now?
No, I'm not sure about that, but I'm sure if we can win 1 or 2 more matches, that will put us in the semi-finals. So it's a good performance. I mean, I was on the end of a lot of hide-ins from Australia, and today was a nice day for us. We was the other way around.
The Freitas bowled well and fielded well too. Vital run out.
Yeah, I thought we fielded in tremendously well. In every match we fielded brilliantly. Much improved on last year, and obviously that came up trumps today with some good catches and some run-outs. So we're looking good at the moment.
And you'll be pretty happy with your form as well.
I don't think I played too well today, but fortunately I hung around, so that's all right.
Right, well done today. Congratulations to you and your team. Right, well, we've also got Alan Border, who's been good enough to come up. Bad luck today.
How about that?
Yes, you won the toss, batted first. That was the logical thing to do, but just not enough runs.
Well, that's basically right, Tony. I mean, it's been the story all year. We just haven't really put too many good innings together, and today was another great example of it. Just lost wickets at the wrong time. The English bowlers kept pressure on, and the batting towards the end was very ordinary. So, as Graham said, we were looking towards a total of 220, which would have been, interesting sort of target on that wicket. And once you get bowled out for 170, you've got very little chance unless you do some damage with the new ball.
That's right, a lot of pressure on the bowlers then.
Yeah.
So down to Adelaide now. We're going to pick up some points down there, hopefully.
Well, I don't know whether we're totally out of it, but I think we need some good results to go our way. Plus, we've obviously got to win the rest of our games. So, down but not out.
Right, well, good luck.
Thanks, Tom.
Right, well, thank you, Alan Border. Now, the Man of the Match award receives this Benson Hedges World Cup medallion. There it is. And also a cheque for $500. And, of course, today, not hard to judge that one. There we are. You can have the medal, Ian Botham. Congratulations. Take the money away as well as you like. And tell us, what is it? Is it pantomime stuff? I mean, what's this great tournament? Best figures ever?
Is it?
Yes.
Yeah, all right, yeah. No, it's just one of those days that went my way.
It's not a bad wicket. It was relatively dry, a little bit inconsistent perhaps.
Yeah, a little bit too pace maybe, but I think AB was a little bit unlucky, got a good ball, but the rest of the boys hold out.
Are you doing anything different? I mean, you're looking pretty fit. You ran in there today, swung it a bit. And
still drinking as much, what?
Just doing the same
same thing.
Well, Simon O'Donnell told me to tell you that he actually selected you as man of the match today and just wanted you to know that.
Well, thanks, Scuba.
Right, well, very well played.
Thank you very much.
Good luck in the semi-finals.
Thank you.
Right, well, that's Ian Botham. Very, very healthy-looking Ian Botham, and a very, very good one at this moment in time for England as well. Back to you, Richie.
And this is the points table in the Benson Hedges Cup, the World Cup of 1992. Those 4 teams on top, New Zealand with 8, England 7, Sri Lanka 5, and South Africa 4. So the Australians with 2 points, and as Alan Border says, they have to go ahead and win every match. It's no good worrying about what the opposition might be doing at the moment.
Well, 2 very valuable points indeed there for England, put them rather comfortably in second spot in the log. New Zealand up on top, 4 wins rather, 8 points, rather good showing for them. England there with 7 points, and then of course Sri Lanka, would you believe, in 3rd position at this moment with 5 points, and then West Indies and South Africa equal 4th at this moment with those 4 points. As I said, don't forget the next big match involving South Africa, 1:30, that's 1:30 in the early hours of Sunday morning. Don't miss that, coming from Brisbane.